Welcome everybody, this is Christ169. Hey, Mark coming to you finally for all the damn calamity I have to go through. Headset don't want to work, stuff's just going haywire, dropping shit everywhere. It's one of those days. Um, yeah, guys, this is Christ169 here, coming to you with another live video, live load stream, whatever the hell you want to call it today. I'm not in the mood to be pleasantries right now. Hey, Killer, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I finally got on here. I was wrong. Today's topic stream is I was wrong about the YouTube age requirement somewhat. Let's talk about it, though. The fear I have, though, for it. The fear I have for the fear about it. And I watched Boogie 298 video back again. He made an upload a few hours ago talking about this, calamity thing coming up here. And if you don't know about it, what I got from the video when I did a little more research on Google is that they're going to start on August 12th and 15th, whatever the hell this month. If you're below the age 18, if you look like a minor, because the AI is going to scan your face or whatever, scan your channel, it's going to go after your views or what you usually watch. If you watch a lot of adult content, it's going to assume you're adult and probably move on from you. But if they can't tell if you're adult or under the age of 18, you'll get slapped with you must verify your account through a credit card because a lot of teenagers, a lot of kids who are under 18 have credit cards these days. A face shot or an ID, driver's license, government ID, however. Insert whatever however here. I kind of jumped the gun on that and made a video earlier talking about how it's kind of a BS situation. And by watching YouTube, by Boogie's over again and reading it, it's still a bullshit situation. Because you put your credit card on file, and the politicians in Washington decided a good idea. In UK, I've done this too as well, where they're banning certain content from children. Got to say the children. Hey, I'm all for saving children, but usually it's a parent's job to watch their children. I'm not a child. I don't have a child. You may not have children. If you do, I guarantee you're watching your child stuff. And if you're not, then you're one of the bad parents that causing this BS in the first place. But hey, Killer, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Um, the point of this video is thinking that I probably have got it wrong. And I think I jumped the gun a little bit on it, not making sure maybe it could have been handled differently if we had all information. But YouTube is not really in the business of giving us creators a lot of the information off the grid. I literally have to go through different videos, talk to people who are bigger YouTubers than me, to figure out what the hell is going on out here in the world of, in the world of make believe. And I think that the biggest thing is that for us YouTube creators like myself, who have 215, 220, I love all you guys, but I don't have 56,000 subscribers. I don't have a million subscribers like Boogie. I don't have, hardware unboxing or Jay's 2 cents. I don't have the echelon of people I can launch catapults with. So my catapults are launching, not as far. Will help you guys. I'm being seen in New Zealand. I'm being picked up in for a little bit there, China for a little bit there, before all the whole trade war thing went on. So I do thank you guys for that, for all that stuff. But see, my artillery, my catapult artillery doesn't go as far without the help of you guys. So I always ask you guys like, subscribe, and share my videos because this is pretty big. It's not big like Adpocalypse big. Big enough where YouTube wants even more revenue because now they're wanting to put your credit card. and they assume that kids can get their parents' credit cards and go on there and do what the hell they want. No, I don't have Patreon, my friend. I don't, I don't do Patreon. I have a full time job, so thanks, Killa, but I'm not worried about that. Um, but the issue I'm having is with the YouTube requirement, and it's not for everybody, but it doesn't matter. See, I have a face that's 30 years old, but I'm a 44-year-old man. I know, believe it or not, I'm old. I'm old as shit, believe it or not. But people think I'm 30 years old. My face. They don't know that I'm 44. But about 6 years away of being 50. They don't believe that. Now, the rest of me, I look like a gigantic bowl of Play-Doh. But that's just Hercules. Anyway, the point is, the age verification is going to cause some adults to have to upload damn pictures and credit cards themselves because they look like they're 15 and they're probably 18, 19, 20 years old. Like I said before, and on the video before, YouTube wants to protect the kids. But how are you protecting the kids if parents they're buying their kid Grand Theft Auto 5? How are you going to protect the kids when mom is going to buy Jimmy, who is 13 years old, Call of Duty, spin troll no scope, and cuss like a sailor on Xbox Live or PlayStation or PC or whatever? Let's just say that Jimmy's mom is going to GameStop or Xbox business. Call it a day. Okay? That right there needs to be addressed. And it's not. So how is this age requirement going to help? It's the ESRB FU edition for YouTube. Or you get a credit card on there, or you can go off what you want. Because you're an adult credit card. Not knowing that Jimmy can go get mommy a credit card, take a picture of it, or put it on somehow, and he can watch all the pornography he wants to watch on YouTube. Once again, hypothetically pornography, not saying come to YouTube. But this is adult site. A lot of adults like me are on here. Now, granted, there's a kid talking about, a little girl talking about ponies somewhere making millions of dollars, and I work for about 25, 30 years in retail. But it doesn't bother me because the kid found, her calling or his calling talking about, shoes or whatever. Who cares? That's their environment. The parents hopefully are watching it, probably are because, they're counting the $100 bills. Hopefully. And they're watching what their kids' comments come in and stuff, and that's responsible. Again, using the kids' talent to, parents exploiting the kids' talent to make money. Okay, whatever. No, it was more American than that, right? So I can't fault people for making money on YouTube. But now YouTube wants to have a grid where we have to protect the children. Like I mentioned, kids are playing Call of Duty, Battlefield, Helldivers 2, Grand Theft Auto 5 right now as I'm speaking to you. They're online, cursing and screaming and killing hoes and and driving their 6'4s, jocking bitches and slapping them hoes, and not giving a shit about the 5.0 or the 5.0 on YouTube. A little reference there to to the old school rap I used to listen to when I was younger. Yeah, great white kid listening to rap. Awesome, that's been covered before. Anyway, though, moving on from that, my fear is that this is going to get more and more into that nanny state where they're going to be like, Killer, now you can't watch that video because over 18, who gives a shit? Killer, I don't know how old you are, so none of my business. But I'm assuming you're an adult because my videos are all tagged for adults only. So push button say no, not underage. So I don't know what else I can do, But YouTube is a lapdog of the government, of UK and the United States governments. UK has already banned game ads that are too sensitive for children. movie trailers too sensitive to children. UK has started banning this stuff. US is next. Hey, I'm all for if it says if a trailer for W for Debbie Does Dallas pops up on a trailer of my YouTube channel. I'm watching YouTube. I'm 44 years old. I'm not a kid. But if it pops up on Jimmy's 12-year-old page, that's a big what the fuck's going on here kind of moment. And it has to be figured out. Okay? So YouTube, yes, is a lapdog. They want money. So you can use your credit card to script all this. How? To probably, process fees or whatever, something like that. Hey, you buy this adult package of YouTube Premium, you ain't gonna worry about all these stupid restrictions. What Boogie was joking about that kids can't find their parents' credit cards and go swipe it and get unlimited access. YouTube is just plain retarded, but you can understand it. It's like building a checkpoint in San Diego to keep out illegals. You see how stupid that is. So I understand the fundamentals of people understanding why this is kind of silly. But mark my words, they will pounce again. But keep trying this. We have to start pushing back against this. If you're a single male like myself, okay, you're a man, a woman, whatever you are, if you're the age of 18 and you want to have your face identity uploaded to the AI algorithm of YouTube to prove that you are 18, or they can put your face on a box of Wheaties and make money off it. God, my face shouldn't be anywhere near a box of Wheaties, but I'll eat it. I'm not an athlete. They can literally make money off the fact that they're selling our faces. I'm not surprised YouTube ain't getting a bunch of algorithms of our faces and they're selling them to weird markets around the world for some strange and weird fetish nonsense. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they are. Okay? So that being said, guys, my issue is, yes, we should make the children safer. I get that. But we also understand, too, though, that we should be careful about the police state. We don't want YouTube. YouTube is already a police state. I had to fight off one strike against my channel. Some random person on my channel because he didn't like my content. I was YouTube because I don't give a shit if he likes my content or not. My channel, I'm making it for myself. My friends who are on YouTube like it, and people who I don't know like it, so I make it. And strike was removed. But even I'm being harassed by the YouTube war machine called the parent state. So I have to be careful how I say things, because using certain words like under or little could get you red flag real quickly, because YouTube is literally the Nazi Germany of social media now. And this is just give them to march down the street wearing those little YouTube patches with a certain signal you can't talk about on YouTube about being banned, marching in the streets, having the flags in the air, and with their leader doing the doing the happy meal wave or whatever you want to call it, marching in the streets. That's what YouTube is turning into. And I'm afraid that this is giving them more ammunition to do so. Because what's happening is the governments are going to go, you know what? We need to regulate online. I'm like, I'm thinking, I'm a boogie in this one. Once you tell the parents to get off their ass and the sidelines, come into the big win and get their damn children upright and tell them to do their damn job as parents. Now, I grew up in a generation where HBO and Cinemax online, after 9 o'clock, showed some programming that was not suitable for 15, 13-year-old mark to watch. I get that now. But once again, grew up in the 80s and 90s. Hey, express yourself. And that's what NWA said, express yourself. I expressed myself. Always want. But people today, the iPod generation, parents are too busy trying to cater to their kids' pronouns, and worrying about their kid learning about sex at age 7. They're worrying about the kids being a lesbian sea turtle instead of worrying about some Mr. Evil PDEO guy trying to talk to them on a chat room that shouldn't be on in the first place. See what I'm saying here? This is kind of crap that parents need to watch out for, but they're not. But you two coming after me are all people like me, because I'm fat, I'm single, I live in my own house, I have a steady job, I work, I go out with friends regularly, drink, have a time party, come back home, make YouTube videos. If you find people out there watching this, is a problem because, oh my God, I might say an F word once in a while. Well, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I drop the F bombs as much in public as I do online. Even more in public than I do online. Even at work. See, I'm being very pleasant out here. But in reality, I'm a swearer. I'm a swearer. That's how I am. I'm a very vulgar person. I pray to God every day I didn't ask for forgiveness because I'm always saying something because it's hard for me not to. The life I lived, the irritation I had to deal with in my life, and the garbage I had to go through. I'm not messed up in the head like I want to KI everybody. No, but I'm just a person who understands what goes on in the world today. These kids, don't need stupid, trophies just for showing up for, an event. What they need is some confidence. Parents to tell them right from wrong and give them the old boost in the rear end with the foot to get them to have the confidence back and not run to nanny YouTube to solve their problems. I understand parents want the kids to go watch SpongeBob SquarePants and Bob the Builder because it teaches them somewhat about morality. Hey, I watched Roadrunner Bugs Bunny. I never took an Acme rocket and shot off with it, or I never took I never painted a wall with a road and had me run into it. Why is that? Because I'm not fucking stupid. That's why. But yet, we have kids today that are eating Tide Pods and eating stupid crap and looking batteries. We did that as a kid. But taking Tide Pods and trying to do stupid crap. Yeah, and we lick batteries and we look bad at our tongue, that for tongues and did weird crap. None of my kids, ate detergent. They're kind of, in special classes with the helmet on, banging their head against the wall because they have little more issues than the rest of us. We didn't make fun of them. We just knew that, they're in there for a reason. So what I'm trying to say, guys, to you is I don't like how YouTube is doing this. It's not fair. I may never get flagged. I had to sign into my account. No, I take that back. I had to sign into my account to verify who I was. One time, I think it was July 31st, July 30th. So, it could have been all I had to do. But it bothers me because there's YouTubers out there who are 18, 19 years old who look like they're 12. And they're not. They're actually, like that one girl who's, really short. She looks like, she's like an 8-year-old. She's like 25 years old. How's her YouTube career going right now? Going to be going after August 12th. She'd be a kid. She's a kid the rest of her life. She's going to age to be 50, 60 years old. Maybe 100 years old when hopefully when she's 100 years old she passed away. That a short girl who's like 25 years old but looks like an 8-year-old. I watch her videos on YouTube. And I'm not thinking this is gonna screw her the most. Because she's like almost 30 years old and looks like an 8-year-old. This is kind of people are gonna be screwed. These guys people who are vertically challenged who look younger than they are. all because they're born differently. So those YouTubers have a hard time. Like that one girl who's smaller than she actually is. She's like 25 years old, but has the body of an 8-year-old because she has a problem with her body and her glands didn't grow or whatever happened, and she didn't grow taller anymore. So her face is like a 12-year-old or 8-year-old. So her life's going to be hard to do on YouTube, and she has a YouTube channel, has more subscribers than I do. But you know what? Though that's her. Well, that's her claim to fame. That's her job. Whatever. Hey, God bless her. God made her, in the image He wanted her to be in. Now, do I question it? No. Now, will she live a long life? I don't know. I pray she does. But YouTube is going to force her to go into the kiddie part of the world of YouTube because she looks like a kid. Even though she's 25, 30 years old, she'll be going around with kids 8 years old watching SpongeBob SquarePants and stupid crap like that. That had nothing to do with her. Because her face and her body is literally short. So people like that and YouTube careers like that are the ones that are going to be affected. Myself and Boogie and the rest of us who like Tubbs Lard or just old fat people probably won't have a problem. No offense to Boogie if you're watching this, but let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be totally honest. I just don't see it. And maybe somebody can else say this, and get this understanding of people. I think what YouTube is doing is silly. Like I said, the ESRB is a total waste of time. This is YouTube version of the ESRB. So take you guys want with this. Share this video if you guys can. Share it with your friends. Share it around. But I want to hear what you have to say about this. Are you fronting? Are you worrying about the age requirement for this, or like who cares? If you don't care about it, hey, comment down below. But I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. How do you guys feel about the age requirement happening? Do you guys care? Do you guys not care? Do you guys in the boat, like whatever boat? Just another thing we have to worry about. Just comment down below. And if it has happened to you, if you're 18 to 20 years old and you had to verify your age, comment down below too. I want to hear it. I want to read it, and I'll probably make a follow-up video about it. Well, guys, this is my channel here though, and in my video. I'll probably play some games and take a little nap. It is 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually in bed around 12, but I got home late from being at Dave & Buster's with friends, and I should have left earlier in the day, but I left around 8 o'clock. I'm usually home at 6, 5, but whatever, I hang out with friends. And this whole daytime thing is awesome. I have friends hang out with, but I get up later and later because, I'm going to the gym and stuff. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Be blessed. I'll see you guys later. God bless all you guys. Once again, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. If you're not available, if you haven't subscribed already, do so. Share the video. Share all the videos to watch. See you guys later. Peace out, everybody.